Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. XRP continues to move here in this potential 5-wave move to the downside. Could be in the beginning of it, yeah. So we already had here a nice reaction to our resistance area on Tuesday. Then what I call a wave 1 to the downside because it was a 5-wave move after a B-wave triangle. Yeah, it's a very tortured triangle. I said to you before, it could very much be that this B wave is just extending, becomes a massive triangle. In that case, we'll see a little bit more range movement, but it shouldn't really get above that upper resistance level here. Nevertheless, we had a few nice turns so far in these resistance areas. We had this one here, we had this one here, we had this one here, and we entered it again and it reacted again. But I want to just give you a warning because experience tells me that whenever we had, let's say, 2 or 3 right calls or successful turns in these resistance or support areas when we talk about XRP, then it typically changes its mind and suddenly starts to break these. So I see signs that XRP could start to move up, or at least short term. Why? Because yesterday we did talk about this structure here and said, okay, we had 5 waves down here to the 1st of September low, and that we might have a wave 2 complete. Okay, and I gave you 3 levels that, if broken, will increase the probabilities that indeed a wave 2 top has been made. There was only a brief test of the first support level, so it came down, bounced up, comes down, but the move down is corrective. So that just tells me that it's very likely it's extending a wave 2 or it's going a bit higher. So this increases the risk that this resistance breaks. But bear in mind, I said to you before, it can still easily extend this resistance area. This wave 2 can easily extend. And I would still call it a wave 2, even if it goes to 52.5 cents. But be aware that as soon as it starts to crack or break through this descending trend line, that could open the door for a more substantial rally, even though it would be assumed to be only corrective, but it could come all the way up to 63.6 cents next. The signal would be a sustained break above the descending trend line. Now, I cannot rule out that if it breaks the trend line, it will just move in some kind of a triangle, okay? This is possible, but as soon as it then takes out the resistance up here, all the way up to 54.7 cents, we have further clarity and it should move up to 63 cents pretty much. That's the X wave high, its structural resistance, and we have a lot of historical volume. Well, okay, I shouldn't say a lot, but there's a volume spike there, here, also in that area. So that tells us that price could start to slow down there and might get rejected again. So if we take that out again, so yeah, just highlighting at the moment, resistance is still unchanged, but the potential has increased that it is resetting wave 2. Actually, it has increased quite significantly. Doesn't mean it's bullish, but it means it will just give us a more extended correction as it seems at the moment. And within this X wave, it could form an A wave. This could be a B wave, which might be nearly finished, and then a C wave up in wave Y of 2. Just always need to be prepared for something like that on the XRP chart. Even though there hasn't been any invalidation or anything, I just want to make you aware of it because it has that look, right? It has that look. It's sort of ranging between resistance and these support levels that we talked about. Okay, and this here is resistance for this wave 2, which should, if it holds, lead to a drop in the third wave. That will, to a degree, depend on Bitcoin, surely. But the other option is a still unfolding triangle, but that is basically unpredictable at this stage. Why is that an option? It's an option because this move up was a 3-wave move. If you look at this, this was a 3-wave move. And if maybe now there's another 3-wave move, and if it does another 3 and another 3, then we have a triangle. Okay, so that's how it could form an Elliott Wave triangle. Yeah, not much movement, just here a few shifts in the microstructure, but our forecast so far hasn't changed. Just short term shows that XRP might set up for a little bit higher. So we have a tiny AB setup here. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing really that is normally worth trading, but it's a so-called A-B setup. So if I give you support here, this is support for the B wave, which means that as long as we are holding the 49.97 cent level, that C wave might start. Below that level, it could still start, but it will reduce significantly in likelihood. I hope that makes sense. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.